Hi guys, welcome to another video of Shut and Rajes. Today we are doing the initial impressions and review of the Nothing Phone 1. So before we get into the review, let's talk about the hype that this phone had. So I'll give you a brief about this phone. This company, Nothing, has launched I think one earphone which is called Nothing Ear 1, and there were very big claims on Twitter before the phone was going to launch that they are going to change the mobile industry forever. Probably every new company does. So Nothing actually is started by the co-founder of OnePlus, Carl Pei, and this is a company that I think believes a lot on getting onto the hype train and kind of building on top of that so that they don't have to spend a lot on marketing because it all gets about the word of mouth and the phone kind of promotes itself. So that's how I think OnePlus was started. A OnePlus One had killer specs, very good device, and at a very affordable price. Although it doesn't make any sense right now to call OnePlus an affordable company because I think they sell north of 65,000 rupees phone in India. So that doesn't make any sense. But still, OnePlus started as a very economical alternative to flagship performance in a similar low priced phone. So now let's talk about the Nothing Phone 1. Let's start with the design of this phone. So this phone is unmistakably like an iPhone. In hand feeling, the screen, the body. If you don't turn the screen on and don't look at the back side, I think you will feel that this is an iPhone with the look of the camera modules placed, the side square design, the front just missing the notch, the big notch that the iPhone has. Other than that, the device feels good in hand. Doesn't at all feel that it's a mid-range device. So this device feels unmistakably like an iPhone in hand feel and everything. That's again not a bad thing, and I'm really surprised that Nothing could achieve this in their first phone and first version. So that's a good thing. The overall design and in hand feel, it's a light device. Kind of screen size is small, but I'm expecting Nothing is going to soon launch a pro version, probably in phone 2 or phone 3, which will have a bigger screen, more flagship processor. This comes with a mid-range processor that is the 778G plus Snapdragon. Performance honestly is not an issue. We are going to talk in detail about it. But let's first get into the different thing that Nothing company is doing with the phone 1. So first thing is the back side. Honestly, the back is something which can get people very polarized. Some people can like it a lot, some people can find it stupid and distracting. I am on the side that I'm neutral about it. I honestly don't care how my back looks because most of the time it's either in my pocket or it's lying flat on the bed. So it doesn't really matter. What Nothing tried to do different with this is that they have included a series of LED at the behind of the phone, which kind of lights up whenever you have a notification, whenever you are getting a call, whenever you are charging your battery, all those small things that you do. Mind you, these can also be used as a flashlight when you are taking photos. I think the best use of the LED lights on the back. Also, the back panel is I can't say completely transparent because it doesn't show you all the parts, but it does show you the wireless charging coil and other metal brackets placed on top of the internals to cover them. It looks elegant to my eyes. The only one problem that I have is that the LEDs kind of feel like a gimmick. So what Nothing calls as a glyph interface, we'll talk about it on the performance side later on in the video, but from the back, the glyph interface feels a lot like a gimmick because most of the time my phone is going to be on the screen first, like screen top side on the table. So usually when I'm getting a notification, I'm getting a call, I can barely see that the lights are blinking or something like that. And honestly, in my day-to-day usage, I have only seen it once. That too, when the phone was actually on a wireless charging pad and I was entering into the room, so it kind of showed that the lights are blinking, so I might have some notification, etc. During charging, it kind of feels like a little a status bar on the bottom light, and as the charging progresses, it fills up itself up. Cool thing, cool idea, but the issue is that the phone is always going to be front faced. At least most of the people keep their phones screen up top, because if I want to see a notification, I can just double tap it, see the notification, get over with it. I don't need back LEDs to kind of tell me that I have a notification and then turn the phone and then check the notification. So that's, I think, kind of a gimmick that they want to do, because Nothing was trying to be different and look like a company that's doing something very innovative and different. I cannot call it innovative or different, to be honest, because it doesn't solve a practical purpose. It might add some unused feature to the phone but doesn't serve any purpose. Also, one concern I have with the LEDs at the back, actually two concerns. One is that they are not evenly lit up. Most of them are even, but when you place low cost LEDs on back of something, a lot of LEDs actually, and you try to light them up to similar intensity, it's not possible. So the phone that I have, the unit, the LEDs on the left side of my camera module doesn't light up to the maximum lighting that the every other LED has. So that's something of an issue. The second issue that I think is it adds more failure points for the phones, right? Like now you have bulbs at the back which can fail. I know LEDs have a pretty long life, but it can fail. That's something that I feel, and I pretty much find it unusual to put LEDs at the back of the device. Definitely looks cool to show off in your friends and to talk about it, but doesn't add any value. But I think Nothing wanted hype, and this gets them the hype. Now coming to the performance, this is a mid-range phone, and I'm using it as my primary device for I think past 5-6 days. And honestly, not once I have felt that the device is lacking in anything. Mind you, this is Nothing's first phone, first version, and first operating system on top of Android. But it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel laggy or choppy at any place. It feels so smooth, so fast. It has a 120Hz screen too. We'll talk about screen. But performance wise, this is a really good device in the price segment it comes. And also, as I mentioned, the design segment, that it's a very thin and light device. So feels a good device to be used in hand. Now talking about the glyph interface in the front side. So basically what they have done is, when they are showing time or in the settings menu, everything is written as small dot kind of pattern. So that is something that looks really cool. I'm talking about the lock screen right now, and the time that it displays it in dots, and also the weather, everything that it displays, it's in form of the dots, and it looks really good. I find it really useful and a fresh approach, to be honest. Pretty different and pretty useful on front. At the back, as I mentioned, nothing different. So now you will see, I don't think any phone these days that have two cameras at the back. I honestly think Nothing did a good job by opting for a good two camera, because I have read somewhere that the company believes that it's better to have two great cameras rather than having one good camera and two choppy cameras. So the camera performance is really good, clicks some very good pictures. I have not tried it in the dark situation. If you want me to do a complete camera review, let me know down below. I'll try to make a complete review video of the phone the camera performance only. But overall, it clicks a decent picture in the price segment it comes. Honestly, I can go that far and say that it clicks better picture than OnePlus that I have used. The color science is good, the production of the picture is good, and overall, the picture quality seems really good to me. You cannot compare it to flagship phones because of the price segment, the lens, and all those things involved. But in general, it's a good camera system that Nothing has put in there. So at the end, I would like to mention that, mobile industry, specifically the mobile phone segment, the hardware business is very lucrative, but at the same time, very competitive. There are lots of competition from Chinese brand, lots of competition from Samsung, Apple, and still Nothing has found itself a good place, at least that people have heard about it. People are talking about it. So I think the hype that they wanted to create, they have successfully achieved that. And the device that they have delivered is good in the price segment that it comes. I don't think I can suggest any other device at this price point, because OnePlus, the OS change is kind of confusing to me. And honestly, give me a stock Android phone, I'll choose it over any other device in the market. Fold is a different kind of beast. Other than that, I don't really like any device that doesn't have a stock Android option, because just with stock Android, it just feels very smooth, and the whole performance, everything feels good and fast despite running a mid-range processor. So if you're in the market looking to buy a phone in this price segment, 30,000-35,000, this is a very desirable and a very good phone. Honestly, I'm thinking of using it as permanently my secondary device. It's that good because it's very light. The features are good. You can use it pretty. The system software is good. Everything that I use it for is pretty good. So that way I'm planning it to keep it as my secondary device. I'll let you know about any finding that I have on my Instagram and on my Twitter. Apart from that, it's a good device. If you are in the market, do check them out. Do check. If I don't think they are available in stores right now, you can only order through Flipkart. It's a good device in short. You can order it and you'll love the interface. You'll love using it. The back panels I still think is a gimmick, but overall it's a decent device. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. We just crossed 250,000 subscribers. That's a very big milestone for us. Thank you for supporting us till here, and thank you so much.